Buried deep within the arid desert of the West Bank, the Dead Sea Scrolls lay hidden for nearly 2 millennia. Discovered by chance in 1947, these ancient texts are more than just parchment. They are windows into a forgotten world, preserving secrets long obscured by time. But what are the Dead Sea Scrolls, really? And why have they sparked decades of intrigue, debate, and mystery? The hidden secrets of the Dead Sea Scrolls are among the greatest enigmas of the ancient world. Hidden within these fragile scrolls are texts that could rewrite the story of biblical history. They hold clues that may unlock the buried secrets of the Bible itself and offer fresh insights into ancient religious practices. In this documentary, we will journey through the desolate caves of Qumran, piecing together the mysteries of the scrolls. What hidden truths do they contain? How have they survived the ravages of time for over 2,000 years? And, more importantly, what can they reveal about the mysteries that have puzzled scholars for generations? Join us as we explore the secrets of the Dead Sea Scrolls, an archaeological discovery that continues to challenge and amaze researchers, uncovering truths long buried beneath the sands of time. In the spring of 1947, a young Bedouin shepherd named Mohammed Evdib was tending his flock near the cliffs of Qumran, on the northwestern shore of the Dead Sea. Little did he know, a simple act of curiosity would lead to one of the most significant archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. As the story goes, a single, misplaced stone thrown into a cave echoed not with the sound of rock against rock but with the unmistakable clink of pottery. What he found inside the cave would forever change the landscape of biblical history. Ancient scrolls, wrapped in linen and hidden in large clay jars, left untouched for nearly 2,000 years. This moment of chance was the beginning of an extraordinary journey that would unearth more than 900 texts from 11 different caves. The Dead Sea Scrolls were born into the modern world, and scholars would soon be left with a mystery. What hidden truths lay within these fragile manuscripts? The arid climate of the desert had preserved the scrolls in a remarkable state, keeping their ink and parchment intact. But their contents were even more remarkable. Written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek, these scrolls contained both biblical and non-biblical texts, offering a unique glimpse into the religious and societal life of a people long forgotten. Who placed these scrolls in the caves, and why? Were they safeguarding these ancient writings from destruction, or were these scrolls part of a hidden library, tucked away by a mysterious religious group known as the Essenes? As some scholars suggest, the discovery set off a race against time to uncover more of these precious texts, which hold the potential to redefine our understanding of the ancient world. The Dead Sea Scrolls are a collection of over 900 ancient manuscripts, written between the 3rd century BCE and the 1st century CE. They include some of the oldest known copies of biblical texts, predating even the earliest Masoretic texts, which form the basis of the modern Hebrew Bible. But what truly sets these scrolls apart is the diversity of their content. From familiar books of the Old Testament like Isaiah, Psalms, and Deuteronomy, to texts that were previously unknown, the Dead Sea Scrolls provide us with a more complex picture of ancient Judaism and early Christianity. Among the scrolls, we find not only religious texts but also sectarian writings, documents that suggest these scrolls may have belonged to a small, radical Jewish sect known as the Essenes. This group, living in the Qumran community, may have written many of the scrolls, as scholars believe, in an attempt to preserve their teachings and way of life as they awaited an apocalyptic event they believed was near. These texts offer insight into their practices, beliefs, and strict laws on purity and communal living. But the scrolls are not limited to one particular religious group or ideology. They include apocryphal works, ancient writings that were not included in the canonical Hebrew Bible, such as the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees. These texts provide fascinating insights into Jewish thought at the time, suggesting that ancient Jewish beliefs were far more diverse than we previously imagined. The scrolls also contain some of the earliest known interpretations of biblical texts, known as Pesharim. These interpretative commentaries are significant because they show how the people of Qumran understood the Bible, often reading these texts as prophecies about their own time. They believed that the end of days was near, and their interpretations of the scriptures were shaped by this apocalyptic expectation. Ultimately, the Dead Sea Scrolls are a treasure trove of historical, religious, and linguistic knowledge. They open a window to a time when Jewish society was fractured, when competing ideologies and beliefs vied for dominance, and when the seeds of early Christianity were just beginning to sprout. While many focus on the biblical texts preserved within the Dead Sea Scrolls, the true intrigue lies in the hidden secrets they reveal about the ancient world. These scrolls not only provide us with older versions of familiar scriptures, but they also shed light on religious ideas that were, until their discovery, lost to history. One of the most significant hidden truths unearthed is the sectarian nature of many of the texts. Scholars believe that the scrolls were written by the Essenes, a Jewish sect that existed around the time of Jesus. Their strict, communal lifestyle, their belief in ritual purity, and their apocalyptic expectations are detailed in these scrolls, offering a glimpse into a religious group that lived on the fringes of mainstream Judaism. The scrolls tell us of their struggle for spiritual purity and their expectation of a coming Messiah, an idea that would later take on great significance in early Christianity. But perhaps the most startling discovery was the presence of non-biblical texts, works that had been lost or forgotten. These include texts like the War Scroll, which describes a final battle between the sons of light and the sons of darkness, hinting at the apocalyptic worldview of the people who created and preserved these writings. The Temple Scroll offers a detailed vision of how the temple in Jerusalem should be organized, a vision distinct from the one in mainstream Judaism of the time. In addition to these sectarian writings, the scrolls contain numerous commentaries on the Hebrew Bible. These commentaries reveal how ancient readers understood their scriptures and provide valuable insights into their interpretations of sacred texts. Some of these interpretations diverge significantly from the later teachings of Rabbinic Judaism and early Christianity, raising questions about how these scrolls may have influenced religious thought. The scrolls have even reshaped our understanding of the Bible itself. For example, the Great Isaiah Scroll, found among the Dead Sea Scrolls, is over 1,000 years older than the next oldest complete copy of Isaiah. And while the text is remarkably similar, there are subtle variations that suggest the Bible evolved over time, raising profound questions about its transmission and preservation. What other hidden truths do these ancient manuscripts contain? Even today, scholars are piecing together fragments, hoping to unlock more secrets buried within these fragile scrolls. As scholars meticulously analyzed the Dead Sea Scrolls, it became clear that these ancient manuscripts were more than just historical relics. They also contained buried secrets that challenged long-held views of the Bible. Some of the texts found among the scrolls offered alternate versions of biblical stories, while others revealed scriptures that never made it into the modern Bible, raising new questions about how the biblical canon was formed. One of the most striking discoveries was the existence of multiple versions of certain biblical books. For instance, some of the scrolls contain passages from the book of Jeremiah that differ significantly from the versions found in the Masoretic text, which is the basis of most modern Bibles. These alternate versions suggest that the Bible was not a fixed text in ancient times, but a living document that evolved through generations of scribes and scholars. This revelation challenges the notion of the Bible as an unchanging, monolithic work, offering a more fluid view of its development. Another buried secret is the presence of so-called apocryphal works, texts that were considered sacred by some Jewish communities but were eventually excluded from the canonical Hebrew Bible. These include the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees, both of which are found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Book of Enoch, for example, contains vivid descriptions of fallen angels, giants, and visions of the end times, material that was highly influential in early Christian thought but later vanished from most Jewish and Christian traditions. These apocryphal works suggest that ancient Jewish beliefs were far more diverse than the standardized versions we know today. The scrolls also contain numerous fragments of texts that were previously unknown. Some of these fragments may represent lost biblical books or early versions of texts that were later transformed into the scriptures we are familiar with. One example is the mysterious copper scroll, an inventory of hidden treasures written on metal rather than parchment, which stands out for its uniqueness and tantalizing clues about wealth hidden in secret locations. Perhaps the most profound impact of the Dead Sea Scrolls is their role in bridging the gap between Judaism and early Christianity. The scrolls offer a rare glimpse into the religious landscape of the Second Temple period, a time when both Judaism and early Christianity were evolving. Some of the messianic texts found among the scrolls bear striking similarities to ideas that would later emerge in Christian theology. This connection has led many to speculate about the influence of these texts on the early Christian movement, and whether the Dead Sea Scrolls contain clues about the origins of Christianity itself. While scholars have made great strides in understanding these ancient texts, many questions remain unanswered. What other secrets might the Dead Sea Scrolls hold? Could future discoveries reveal even more about the formation of the Bible and the religious beliefs of ancient peoples? As research continues, the scrolls are sure to yield even more buried secrets, deepening our understanding of both the Bible and the history of religion. The discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls was not just an archaeological breakthrough, it was a key that unlocked centuries of hidden knowledge, buried within the sands of Qumran. These ancient manuscripts, preserved for over 2,000 years, have reshaped our understanding of the Bible, early Jewish beliefs, and the very origins of Christianity. The scrolls have revealed lost texts, alternative versions of biblical stories, and interpretations that challenge the way we view Scripture. They have opened a window into a forgotten world, where diverse religious ideas coexisted and flourished. From the sectarian writings of the Essenes to the apocalyptic visions of the War Scroll, the Dead Sea Scrolls provide us with a deeper, richer understanding of the ancient world and the complex religious landscape that gave rise to both Judaism and Christianity. But even as we uncover these hidden truths, many questions remain unanswered. Who truly wrote these scrolls? What other mysteries are hidden within their fragile pages? And how much more can they teach us about the ancient world and the religious traditions that have shaped modern history? As we continue to explore the secrets of the Dead Sea Scrolls, one thing is clear: their significance goes far beyond the pages they are written on. They are a testament to the enduring power of ancient knowledge, and a reminder that some secrets, once unearthed, can change our understanding of the world forever. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the mysteries of the Dead Sea Scrolls. If you enjoyed this exploration into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fascinating discoveries in the world of ancient history and archaeology.